It is time for some more Duel Links Rushdoll gameplay, going in with the brand new Mirror Innovator Light Machine deck, Ultimate Flag Beast. All of them are here via the new main box, mini box, the selection box. It's a Yuga on a win streak, probably going to be on the Ultimate Flag Beast as well, going second with a hand that is actually, you know what, pretty good. No, he's on Magnum Overlord, okay. So sending the Magnum Overlord to set a card on the field, setting 2 in the back row. Going to assume that that face down is something like a Torna or a DMG. So we're thinking 18 defense and maximum. That is what we're kind of looking at. So let's go Frestle, and we can go mill 2 in for the Ultimate Flag Beast Avon Wolf. That's really, really nice. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Let's go for the Amigo in defense mode, summon into our lovely new Overrush rare Gold Rush. Of course, no effect off, but that's fine. Oh, Forever Freeze. Forever Freeze. No. Gonna be sacking off this one. Okay, I mean, it's fine. It's not the worst in the world. Hoping now this is a Torna. Please be a Torna. Or negate attack. It is a Torna. Okay, so we do know there is a back crucible there. So it could be Buffered Slime. It could be negate attack or widespread. And you just don't want to waste those cards on this low amount of attack points. So Ghost Cyclone coming in, trading out for our Buffered Slime. Not the best, right? And of course, we're on Magnum Overlord, so we have got to watch out for their life point getting too low. We've got to play it a bit safe and hope there is no drawing into the big maximum, because with maximums, you're either out it via Talismanic or you've got some built-in removal, right? And so, what have we got? We've got the Barrel Dragon, which I believe can hit the card. Cool. Or we've got Mirror Innovator that can just get really, really big. But for the moment, we're dealing with a 7th road coming down and 2 back row. I mean, okay, it's not too bad, right? We can go for Mirror Innovator, I think 1, 2, 3, just about. Oh, that is just about enough. So let's try and get rid of this board here. So we know this card is activatable. Assuming it's negate attack, this will be good. It was Buffered Slime. Okay, so that's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Return these 3 to go for our lovely Mirror Innovator. Go and set our Ultimate Flag Beast. Go and do negate attack face down. We'll go and buff up a little bit. Right, recurring this is always going to be a big bonus. And then just attack in, and hopefully it's negate attack. Right, that's fine, because he can't lock down our back row of this. All that matters is he doesn't draw into a Magical Stream. If he summons Magnum Overlord, then we're good. If he has Magical Stream, then we're not good. All we want to do is survive this turn. Now, if he did summon Magnum Overlord this turn, then next turn we'll have to be insane in getting us a bunch of bodies into our graveyard, right? Because otherwise, there was no clearing it with this. So we've got to hope a little bit and see Maximum Overlord coming down, of course, going to weaken our boy. Are you going to flip it, or are you going to play it safe? It was a second 7's Road Magician. So if he is holding on to Magical Stream, then it's GG. You know, there is no, okay, we're good, we're good. Negate attack. Thank you. We're fine. Barrel Dragon, something huge. Let's see, we've got, okay, there's our boy. So we could go for Shield and Sword, right? And I'm just trying to think about how this will work. So Shield and Sword takes you down to 200. So we're going to be in 16 here. We summon this onto 15, or attacking these 2 and weakening these. Barrage of Steel, knocking out the back row. That's going to be a Ghost Cyclone. So that was kind of a waste, but you know, in terms of value, that's fine. Shield and Sword coming down is going to be massive. Then we flip the Surge Beast. We then play Ultimate Bond, revealing the Barrel Dragon to send back the Avon Wolf to get back an Aim Eagle. We summon the Aim Eagle, play the effect of Aim Eagle, going 1 and 2 in for the Barrel Dragon. Now hopefully here we hit. This would be insane if we do. Please show me 2 or 3 coins. The classic only hitting the classic hitting nothing. Okay, that's whatever. Return these 2, and this is not game, I don't think. So 15 to you, that's fine. 23 into you, that's 8, and then a mile into you, it's 2100, 600, oh no. So we're playing it very, very risky, because all he needs is Magnum Overlord summon. It's turn 7, so it's very, very likely he has access to it. Because he's not done it immediately, he hasn't got it. Because I feel like you would just go right in, you know the game plan is summon Magnum Overlord, you clear the Barrel Dragon, and then you know you've kind of won, right? Because there's a big deficit in life points, you can be gaining a bunch of attack points, so and then you just swing into the Aphant Wolf, and then you've won anyway. So I feel like that means he knows he cannot do it. You need cards in hand to play the effect of the Magnum Overlord. So all we need now is to go for a Pierce here. So let's go Barrel Dragon, try and snipe this, and we've got a triple back row pop. That is fantastic. He's going to scoop. We had game on board, on to the next game. So it is now taking some time to find games in King Games. Before it was being really, really quick, but now it's kind of falling off, and I feel like that's the thing with Rush, is that, you know, the first day of a brand new box coming out, you find games really quickly, but then it really quickly tapers off, and people kind of hit COG, they've done with their climb for the month of Rush Duel, and then people start to fall off of it. Now, it is a Yuga, it could be a mirror match, it could be another Magnum Overlord or an Axel Road, but we've opened not really that great, right? So, Esso, I do want to dump to the graveyard something. Oh, that is a little bit unfortunate. Let's go craft the drone and dump the assault cannon and just see. You know what? I'll take that, right? I'll take drawing into something usable, but it really depends on which deck Yuga is on, because if he's on Mirror Innovator, he can play his own Essel, he can bring back from the graveyard my own Gold Rush, and then go to town with that, and then get all the value from that himself. Does appear he is on that. Yep, okay, going for Barrage of Steel instead of the Bolt Tricorn's effect, which is interesting, because usually I'd prefer to play the effect of Bolt Tricorn rather than waste a back row removal, because, you know, I can't use that back row for 2 turns, basically. So, in for the OG Ultimate Flag Mech Ace Breaker. Okay, going for the Crafter Drone, so I can't get the value. That's okay. So I'm going to assume this is a more free-to-play player, or he's just playing 2-in-1, which he could be doing. That could be what he's doing. We'll play the Aim Eagle, go and send our Essel, and this is the graveyard, in for the Barrel Dragon. Now, hopefully, this will hit. Right, as always, please show me more than 2 coins. Oh my god. You hit record, and then everything goes out the window. As always. Do I wanna risk summoning like this and then debuffing this a bit more, getting a little bit chip damage in? I don't think I do, but at the same time, this Crafter Drone might go massive. So, Crafter Drone, going to discard this to draw in 2. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. I can now confidently put this up, go swing in, attacking in. They've got their own. Okay, fair enough. Widespread negate attack, which one's it going to be? He's keeping me on my toes here. I'm waiting for you to move. It is a Buffered Slime. Okay, and milling into his own Flag Mech Gold Rush. So, hopefully, again, he doesn't see that back removal, because, you know, if he saved that back removal, he could have nuked my negate attack, right? So, that's one of those situations where I feel like you always want to play the Bicon first of all. Going for the drone, gonna get a draw off, which again could go into back removal. That could be massive. Or could get into his own copy Barrel Dragon, which also would be insane. And he's waiting for a response. Gonna be sending 1. Little Bro's connection is going. He's unplugging the router. He has realized he may be taking a bunch of damage this turn. Or his internet is playing McDonald's. Right, he's playing a card. Please just let me finish this duel. Oh my god, dude, please just like end your turn. Setting a card as well. Okay, any more? Any more interactions you want to do? Going to combat. This actually isn't a bad shout, right? If you crash into the Crafter Drone, then I don't get an extra draw. So that actually won't be that bad of a shout. And given my hit markers on the Barrel Dragon so far, and it's been really unsuccessful, okay, that's fine. We'll let it go through. That's okay. And now both of our connections, it's doing both of our connections. What is up with Duel Links today? That's a really solid hand. Really solid. Of course, there's no back removal. And we've got to play with this rain for response pop every 5 seconds. That is not annoying at all. Definitely not. Let's go Barrel Dragon. Activate the effect to hopefully hit this one. And it's going to be... Of course it was not going to happen. Oh my god, I just can't make a move without this bloody connection thing coming up. This dude's internet is horrible. Okay, thank you. I was going to win anyway, but... Okay, surely this one has better connection than the last one. It's a Roa Archive skill, so it could be Harpies, Blue Eyes, Noodles, it could be Thunders as well. I'll take it for going first, right? 3 monsters, plus we've got Negate Attack, not too shabby. And then of course, next turn, you summon the Innovator. Hopefully, if this survives, then that could be really, really big. But I'm assuming we're going to be getting Faith Bird, so maybe not on any back removal because those cards are limit 3. Okay. Okay, Hammer Crush. Fair enough, fair enough. Discarding the Performer to hit my negate attack, that's okay. Setting a card as well. This is going to be really big if we can pull off this Innovator. Really big. 1, 2. If we summoned the Unicorn attack mode, that would have been insane. And of course, we left the Aim Eagle, but it doesn't really matter. So, let's go for the Bicon. Let's go for 1 and 2. In view, we'll go and set another Aim Eagle. That's fine. Here, I'm not going to go for the piercing damage. I just want to get cards into the graveyard. So, probably want 1, 2, 3, right? These 3 become 33. Hopefully big enough. This into the face down is probably not going to clear this. It is. Okay, that's good. Harpies or this, probably go for the Harpies. Sure. Put that one in the graveyard, that's fine. 2k damage. That's okay. Setting 1. So if he goes for Harpy Lady's middle, he can sack off the Faith Bird, then return 2 back to the deck. Going for the Sisters are, okay, this one is the one that's stopped by monster effects. Okay. And there's the main one. You can, of course, play her effect to recur back 1 and 2 to gain more attack points. That's fine. We're going to lose our board, but we're not going to lose that much life points. So this is fine. Right, attacking in. 21 to this. 15 to our face down. A Shield and Sword here would go absolutely massive. You know, it would be insane. There it is. There it is. There is our ticket to victory. Shield and Sword coming down. In for the Crafter Drone. In for the Ultimate Flag Mech Beast Aim Eagle. Summoning into the Gold Rush because we can do, and we're going to have exact lethal on board. 25 plus 15. Attacking in for 1, attacking for 25, onto the next duel. So many people playing Yuga. Can we face a 700 Axel to make the Trinity complete, or will it be another Mirror Innovator deck on a win streak? So we'll find out who is better of the two of us, and we've opened not super duper amazing, but you know, that's not actually too awful, right? I mean, 2 bodies, 2 back row isn't too bad for turn 1. We know next turn we can kind of guarantee a Battle Dragon. If he's summoning into a big body, then we can choose out by the skill. So unless we do draw all 5, you know, high tributes, then we're looking pretty good. But given our track record with Battle Dragon being completely awful in today's video, I'm not too sure. In for Light Sorcerer, so it could just be normal 7th Road Axel. That could be what's happening. 1 back row. Let's go for our Ancient Wolf. We'll play Barrage Steel from my hand, because why not, right? Just removing this is going to be perfectly fine. Their own Shield and Sword. Okay, let's go for Assault Cannon. Let's go for the Rising Angel Essel. Gonna go for a mill. Gonna mill into 2 decent cards, that's not too bad. And we're gonna go for our lovely Battle Dragon. If this goes through, it is a full board clear, and of course, we're gonna hit a back row so we can do some damage. Let's see. Today, this card has just performed completely awful. I don't think we've hit a guaranteed pop in this video that's actually mattered, right? After we've already won the duel, we've hit them. But before that, where it's not mattered, we've not hit him. Maximum Overload though, so you are on that. Okay, kind of gotta clear his board on this turn, right? Or Overlord is such a weird one because you don't want to deal that much damage to the point where they can have a huge comeback. But at the same time, you need to clear their board, so it's a real iffy one. But let's see, we've got another very nice hand. Let's go for the back removal again. Barrage Steel, hopefully going to be hitting a good back row. It was negate attack. Okay, so we can go for Mirror Innovator here. To be fair, we can clear both of these. Some Mirror Innovator, clear this. We've got Buffered Slime to potentially help us out. In terms of our graveyard, we've got 1, 2, so that's plus 14. 14 plus 4, 1800. Plus the 1000 from summoning it via this would be, what, 34, 44, 52 into this. It's not enough to game him, unfortunately. Go for a Crafter Drone and just see what happens, right? To draw into a Surge Bicorn. Yeah, probably not the greatest kind of move we've done, but this will work out fine, right? 1 And 2, we just gotta hope that there's no funny business and there's no Magnum Overlord coming down. I feel like I don't want to go for the big damage here. You know, I feel like I don't want to overcommit to dealing a huge amount of damage. So I'm going to just swing in with this and just hope that that's like enough to keep me in the game, but not enough to the point where he can game me. So I mean, he can just go for Magnum Overlord, right? And then target this, that becomes even bigger, attack the crafter drone, and he's won. Right? And he's won that way. Or this. Whatever we did, there was a Magnum Overlord coming down. You know? So we could have just put all things defense mode, right? 47, 37, hitting this, becomes even bigger, 61, go on, just swing into my crafter drone. Just do it. Negate attack would have been massive here. We had the wrong trap card. Overlord goes revenge, onto the next game. And of course, it's another Yuga. This video is just going to be Yuga Central, apparently. He's on a win streak. A really good going second hand. So, I keep doing this. I risk the SL. Milling into Barrel Dragon. Naturally, what's going to happen now is our opponent is going to play their own SL. They're going to steal my Barrel Dragon. That is just what is going to happen. It always does. And if it does, it'll be very funny, but also really freaking annoying. But of course, he's on Ancient Wolf and Surge Bicorn, so he's not got the SL on turn 1, okay. It is a mirror match, in for the Gold Rush. Gold Rush potentially playing the effect, discard to bring back the Ancient Wolf. Okay, discarding Mirror Innovator, that is interesting. To me, means there's another card in hand he can't use. Okay, it's a back row, that's fine. Bit of damage, go for this one, directly above. No, okay, actually that works out better. Okay, that works out way better. Okay, flip you up, Bolt Tricorn, play the effect to lock down that back row for a whole 2 turns. Very, very cool. We can then go for the Surge Bicorn again. We can play the Aim Eagle, and we can go play the effect, right, in for the Mech Lord Mirror Innovator. Now, gonna set this, going to return back to the deck, I would assume, obviously Power Dragon this, and I guess we'll go for an Aim Eagle, right? And that is pretty good, right? Battle, attack in, deal 22. Not too shabby, we're now more even. But if that back row was a Barrage of Steel, then that was a very, very good lockdown, right? He could also not have enough to clear this board. Tribute to the Doomed means he doesn't. Right, it means he doesn't. Sending off the Innovator is a really good, and milling his own Barrel Dragon and setting a back row. Okay, so here, I kind of want to play Negate Attack, right? Because I don't know what I'm going to draw. I could draw all 5 or 7s and be complete screwed. We don't know where his Negate Attack is though, so I'm a bit worried on this one. Let's push the game. Shield and Sword, flip up our Assault Cannon, mill to go and reduce down further this. That is fine. We can then go and summon into our lovely Black Mech Gold Rush. No attack point buff. I kind of forgot there was no 7s on his board, but this should be fine, assuming this all goes through. Right, attacking in, 25. There is a back row. Okay, Legend and Legend traded. That's not awful. Right, it's not too bad right now. He's put into his graveyard his 2 copies of Innovator, this, and Barrel Dragon. He's probably got another Gold Rush. He's probably got another Innovator coming down. There's the Gold Rush. So these can trade, but I'm not sure he can do much else, right? You know, he's got to either crash here or leave one body up. And I would imagine you crash, right? Sure, okay, cool. Could be a buffered slime still, but we now know his big card is out of the way, out of the question. That's good. Now, this isn't as good, right? Like, Barrage Steel here could be freaking massive, but we don't really care about the damage so much as just getting rid of everything on the board. So I have a feeling here we go skill, reveal this, skill, return this, summon, attack off, and then we have 2 big bodies on the board. I feel like that is the play. So let's go for Ultimate Bond, reveal this, and return the Barrage. Just going to double check that I wasn't lying there. Tribute and that. Okay, yeah, okay. So all this could be is is the buffered slime. So let's go for the Aim Eagle. Let's go for the SL, in for the lovely Tough Striker. We can then go and play the Surge Bicorn, play the effect of this, to go and return 1, do like the small ones, right? 1, 2, and 3, back to the deck. Summon into the Mirror Innovator. His connection's going. I think he realizes that this could be GG's. And then, of course, Innovator Gear returning 1, 2, 3, all back to deck. I love the recursion of this deck. It's so, so good. Go to combat, swing in, 45 into this. Buffered Slime is definitely face down. That's fine. Again, that is fine. He's taken some damage. We've cleared his board, and we know from his graveyard he's got, you know, like a maximum 2 cards left in the deck he can use in terms of big attack point cards. And of course, he's going to scoop. On to the next one. And next up is a Roa. So today, again, all we've seen really is Yuga and Roas. No Lukes, no Gavins, no Nails, which will be cool to face. It is an archive skill. We are going first, as always. We don't like going first this deck, but seeing a negate attack is always welcome, and seeing Innovator is also always welcome. Now, I'm going to go for Essel. I'm going to dump Castle Graveyard. Not too bad there. I'm going to, depending on what he's on, right? So, if he's on Blue Eyes, he summons 2, he can pop 1. I think I'm going to go for the Tough Striker turn 1. Just going to summon this. I'm going to negate attack face down, and going to just kind of hope it survives. Of course, he could play Ghost Cyclone, he could play Dragon's Inferno, he could play the Harpies removal spell, he could play the Noodle removal spell. They've all got one now, but going for Essel, milling into the Blue Eyes White Dragon. You can't make it up, which means in his hand is the Bright Dragon or access to it via the skill, which means our card's getting popped, which means I should have put it in face down defense mode and called it a day. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, just in case it was this, going for the Bright Dragon, of course, means our card is getting popped. That's fine. Just don't have back row. You don't. Okay, that we've got to play, otherwise we're dead. Okay. Survive a turn. That's good. That's good. Soul Drake in this deck is really, really annoying, and our hand is not overly great. So we can go for this, go for Essel, go for the Mirror Innovator. That is fine, and we're going to have to go and get rid of the Blue Eyes. So Innovator returning 1, returning 2, returning 3 cards back to our deck, being 37. It's okay. Okay, stat right. Set this, go and clear the Blue Eyes, and hope he has no way of bringing it back. Just no Soul Drake, no nothing, no Monster Incarnation. Please, thank you. This top 4 won't be that good. I'm surprised he didn't go for an attack with whatever this face down is. If it is something like a Soul Drake, because like 11 damage could just be enough to chip damage me through if I did have a widespread or something. A little confused, but if he's playing it safe, then fair enough, it was a Soul Drake. It was 2 Soul Drakes, of course, in for the Blue Eyes yet again. And of course, coming down the Bright Dragon, getting the pop-off. At least now we know there's 2 Soul Drakes in the graveyard, so the likelihood of him having access to it is not that much. There's Torna, there's 1 back row, and here comes our Buffered Slime to save the day. Taking some damage is fine, but just we've got to clear the Blue Eyes again. I mean, hopefully clear the back row, but that doesn't look likely. What can we do here? We've got 1, 2, 3. If that back row is a negate attack, then we've lost anyway, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Torna could, of course, flip a card face down, pop it with the Blue Eyes, and then go to town. So, and this might seem weird, reveal this. Am I going to send back the card we lit? Oh no. We can do the return 1, 2, and 3 to bring out this 2 with this, right? So that summons Innovator, which means we got to send back the Crafter Drone. So let's summon this, summon the Eagle, and go for the Gold Rush. Now, here, if this back row is the new trap that sends my card back to the bottom of the deck, then this won't be very good. But I'm hopeful that he's not running it. So we'll see. It's not. Okay, that's really good news for us. 1, 2, 3, return these back. Just here, a negate attack is really the big kicker. Hopefully it's not. It is. No, it's Buffered Slime, potentially? Or something else? So I think, like, barring a talismanic play, like a really big talismanic play, that we hopefully are... I need to stop talking. Just summon out the normal Blue Eyes, go on. And then play card man from your hand. He's on while I was playing. It might even be like the exact same list I was playing, to be fair. So that's going to be putting my Gold Rush to defense mode, I would imagine. So Like, depending on his hand, he's now got to find a bigger body, which he doesn't have. And that's going to be another Tawner. So Blue Eyes can clear that. That is fine. Now, not worried about that back row. I'm worried about the new one, though. I should not have been worried about the back row. Okay, so in terms of what's in the graveyard, we've got what? Nothing. Okay, so we have to just go for this, right? 1, 2. Summon into our Innovator with 1 and with 2. Could just deal piercing, but that's not enough damage. So we've got to return all 3 of these, clear the Blue Eyes, and just hope he wasn't playing like the long game and going for the negate attack face down. Because if he was, then that's insane. He held on to that. But he didn't. Okay, so this is obviously a Tawner, so this doesn't matter. Like, whichever this is doesn't matter. He now has back in his deck more copies of the Bright Dragon and the Kyberman. Okay, and the Soul Drake, right? He put back all the Soul Drakes, I imagine. No, 2 Soul Drakes still in it. Okay, so there is a Soul Drake, which means there is an Inferno coming down, which is okay. It's fine. Soul Drake going to be not interacting with the Tawner, right? That's a good thing. So he is kind of limited here on what he can do. So, like, his hand has to be literally a Kyberman in hand, plus the Bright Dragon, right? All the skill to get to Bright Dragon. So, there's the Bright Dragon, and there's the Light Sorcerer's Sanctity. And there's the Blue Eyes come back out. Oh, Rushdoll, man. Rushdoll is just, it is something else. It's something else. Attacking in. Okay, let's do one more. That was a good duel from him, you know, that was fair play, having the recursion and whatnot, but that was just, yeah, it was close. Back to a Yuga, as we expected. Is it going to be a mirror match? Is it going to be Magnum Overlord? He's on a 4-win streak. Let's find out. With the exact same Playman Sleeves combo, and of course, again, we're going first. Now, do I want to risk it? Of course. No balls, right? 1, 2, milling into, okay, actually, that's not awful. In terms of like playable cards, he's not on Blue Eyes. There's no real risk of this being popped by anything, so I can just go into a normal summon of our Tough Striker, send negate attack, and hope there's no Barrage Blast. No, just hope, or there's no Magical Stream, or depending on what he's on, right? So we'll see. God, this deck is really fun, and it does feel like the new quote-unquote best deck in Rushdoll out of the new box cards, right? But of course it's Rushdoll, and so sometimes you do just get completely blindsided by like that Blue Eyes that can bring out a Blue Eyes from the graveyard and obviously summon the one from the hand really easily. Like, that's the thing with Rushdoll, is that even if a deck can go 7-0, 10-0 ladder, it can also go 0-10. Right? It could be the best deck in the world and also go 0-10. He is playing the OG Ace Breaker. Okay, so he could go in, summon this, pop my guy, and waste cards in his hand. He could do that. Or he could go for a Barrel Dragon, or Assault Cannon, probably going to be milling to, okay, yep, fair enough. And then here comes down the Ace Breaker. So we know he cannot pop this, right? Because there's no cards in hand. So we're going to survive the turn. We're going to, of course, survive via our negate attack. And this is going to be a very big turn on the crackback. Returning 3 cards just because he can do, not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it is a move you can do, right, if you can't do anything else, but I wonder if that is the best play overall. And we've drawn into a very nice little hand. So let's go for Essel. Let's play our skill, of course, to go and grab the lovely Aim Eagle. Revealing this, and I guess we'll return back to the deck to craft the drone. Don't really need it right now, but that's fine. And he's going to scoop. Okay, we'll do one more. Just one more. Okay, for real, the final duel, and once again, it's another Yuga. Blimey, just this whole video has been Yuga Fest, and he also is on a win streak. Of course, again, is it going to be Axel Road, Magnum Overlord, a mirror match, and we're going second, and of course, we've not seen our Essel, but we have seen the Innovator. It is, of course, to end it off, Magnum Overload, milling the Overrush rare piece, sending a card face down. It's probably Seven's Road, or a DMG, or a Tawner or something. 2 back row. Okay. Let's find out, right? Let's find out. So there is our Essel. Okay, ask and you shall receive. The altar is here. Milling 2. Even better. In for the Flag Mech Gold Rush. Oh boy. Let's go Barrage Steel. Gonna go and yoink that back row, get rid of it. It was a talismanic, which is actually massive. So doesn't really matter what we do here, right? The ordering here has no real bearing on us. So 1 and 2, in for the boy, Mirror Innovator. Innovator's effect is going to be returning back to the hand, or to the deck, sorry. We'll go for the Assault Cannon. Why not? Gain some piercing, go combat, attack in. It is a 7-turn Magician, very cool. We can clear this one, we know this one. It's a Tauner, it's not a Tauner, it's a Dealer. It could have been the Valkyria, thinking about it, and that would have been a waste of attack. The only way we lose now, the only way, right now, is if he turn 3 top decks into his full Magnum Overlord. It doesn't seem like he's going to, given he's getting rid of pieces. In for the Magnum Overlord middle piece, okay, setting 1, setting 2, we know the back row is nothing, that back row could be something, going to clear our Innovator, okay. So he's got left piece coming to his hand next turn, negate attack is massive for us, and oh, this is just dirty, Aim Eagle going in, 1 and 2, in for the Mirror Innovator. Gonna play this, we're going to go for the Pierce, right, we're just gonna do it. Right, return 1, that's fine, Buffered Slime, and negate attack, and we're just gonna go in. 3, 2, 1, swing in, negate attack me, it doesn't matter, the Pierce wins, on to the deck list. So this is the list we're running. We went through this selection box twice, of course, to go and get 2 copies of our Gold Rush, and this deck just feels really, really nice to play. Of course, you're including the de facto Legend Spell, negate attack, and the Buffered Slime. These two are like the your go-to staples, right? Your Legend Spell is up to preference. I've seen people play Shield Sword, I've seen people play the Troop to the Doomed. Both of them can be good, of course, Troop to the Doomed getting your graveyard filled to return back with the Innovator or this. And overall, this is just a really, really fun deck, and I'm glad we finally got this boy in Rush Duel, because in the actual OCG, this was played quite a lot with Cyber Dragon. And so whenever those come to Rush Duel, probably year 2, year 3, if we get there, then that's going to be a very, very fun time. I'm hopeful that when I play this off camera, then this card is going to work for me, because today, on cam, on video, this hit maybe one time out of the entire time I played it, but off stream, it works really, really well. So if you're playing Rush Duel, and you bought the Structure deck, and you bought it to the brand new box, and the new selection box, this might now be the most expensive deck in Rush Duel, because it does require quite a bit of investment to go into. But it's a lot of fun, and it might just be the new best deck type. We'll have to find out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for another Rush Duel video. Maybe Metagears, maybe Psychics, not too sure. Adios.